Well, I hope you're in fine fettle, because we've meandered to the town of Epsom. They've come to learn how a Victorian English gentleman, alarmed for his own safety, came up with a technique to defend himself against ruffians and bullies. And someone still practising this honourable mode of self-defence is martial arts expert Toby Manley.
Ooh.
What have we stepped into?
Hello. I like style. It's good. Yeah, Toby.
Hi, Tasha, Paul, nice to meet you.
Good to meet you.
What on earth did we just walk into there?
This is actually Bartitsu, a mixed martial arts from the Victorian age. So, and it comprises of a little bit of jiu-jitsu, a little bit of kickboxing, wrestling as well, and fencing.
E.W. Barton Wright was a martial arts maverick and founder of Bartitsu, or Bartitsu, which was an amalgam of his name and jiu-jitsu. Get it?
He actually went to Japan and he studied there, and it was quite a big thing back then to go off and study an Eastern martial art. It's not really heard of. He got hooked. He got bitten by the bug.
During the mid-19th century, Japan opened trade with the West for the first time in more than 200 years. This inspired a fascination with Japanese culture. For Barton Wright, it was martial arts.
He decided to actually come back here to imprint it into our society.
Victorian London had grown into the biggest city in the world, but street ruffians had become a serious problem. Barton Wright thought he had a solution.
Well, he wanted to try and introduce a system that anyone could pick up and use.
Barton Wright aimed his hybrid martial art at the wealthy gentleman who could learn to use his personal accoutrements, a cane like a sword or overcoat as a defensive weapon.
He purposely devised it for people of wealth, so they do have all this sort of stuff on. They do have, you know, they're walking around with nice, expensive jewellery.
Pocket watches.
Pocket watches.
So how do you use a pocket watch in a fight? Like?
If it's actually a proper one, how they've got it hooked in, they could rip it out and actually use it as like a... It's like a slashing weapon, but it's not. It would be like a bludgeoning weapon as such. It would hurt. You get it right, and it's great.
So how did he go about practicing all this? Was it in a gym?
He did take it to the streets. Yeah.
Street fights?
Yeah.
People must have been amazed when he came at them with these moves.
No, yeah, he was sitting down at a bar. He would like see something kick off, and actually go in and actually start trying the stuff out. And it's not particularly uncommon back in those days because everything was mainly fisticuffs.
Was he a big man?
No, not really. He was, he's probably about your height.
Well, as you can see.
Yeah. No.
I may be the reincarnation, mate.
Sir Arthur Conan Doyle employed the skills of Bartitsu with the ultimate gentleman detective Sherlock Holmes. After hurling Professor Moriarty over a cliff, Holmes says, "I have some knowledge of Bartitsu, which has more than once been very useful to me."
Arthur Conan Doyle must have had some sort of form of training in it, because he's quite specific in his books about what certain things were happening. The misdirections, the use of the cane, the kicks. He did actually immortalise it quite well.
Conan Doyle wasn't the only one keen on Barton Wright's methods of self-defence.
He did actually start his own academy. He did actually get up and running. He actually got it funded. He got in magazines. That was pretty good.
But it wasn't to be.
It literally lasted 3 years. As quickly as it opened, you could say, yeah, it did monumentally fail. Like, it really didn't, because it got immortalised. It got immortalised by Arthur Conan Doyle. And also, there's still people like us. We're still learning it, and that's really the trick. And I think that's what made him actually quite a good practitioner.
I think our fellow fan of martial arts should have a taster, don't you?
We can get you suited up. I can show you some stuff.
That looks good for you, Paul.
Oh, me?
It looks more your speed than mine.
There you go, mate.
This is actually quite a normal attire that a gentleman would actually wear.
I would.
Did you wear this often?
Yeah. It's my style.
If someone's like saying they've got a knife up to them and say, oh, give me your wallet, give me your money, give me your watch, whatever it is that they wanted at the time, they would hand them the hat, and then they actually punch through the hat.
Waste of a good hat.
And stop. There we go. Right, so you're ready for it. There. Now, there, good grab.
Bring it down.
Forearm.
Oh, forearm.
There. Knee. Head,
discombobulate,
chest.
chest. Hey, that felt really good. Are you okay, Paul? You all right? I mean, I know I've got some strength, but I think you'll be okay.
Good.
Shall we leave him?
Yeah.
Okay, Paul, we're just going to, I'll see you tomorrow? Yeah, okay, cool.
Although Bartitsu was a fleeting fad, the literary prowess of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle has preserved E.W. Barton Wright's martial art for gentlemen within the pages of Sherlock Holmes forever. Now, what about new-found best friends Al and James in the role